Okay, this video is about a hot take about Cold War because he claims that it's shitty, and this everything he claims about is either his fault or they're just incorrect. So, I'll play the video.
Black Ops 6 Zombies looks cheeks again, just like Cold War. Cold War's main problems were it was no longer zombies. The map...
Just to say right here, a zombies is when it has perks round-based and it has zombies and an Easter egg. That's what I count as anything with a zombies. Anything that says it's zombies and it isn't that, it's just a side mode that's zombies because it has zombies. But true COD zombies are those four things. So regardless if you like it or not, it is in fact still a zombies because it has all those things I've mentioned.
The maps were literally multiplayer maps.
So first, I'd like to state that he's incorrect about that, but I'm on the same side where they're just remastered maps, which I'm not a big fan of as well, but they've changed it enough where it feels like a good map. But the statement that he's wrong with is that they're multiplayer maps. Die Machine is a remaster of Nocturne and Toten, which is already obvious, but the other three maps they added, which was Firebase Sea, Marauder Toten, and Forsaken, are all campaign level maps. As of Season 6, which I did not participate in, no multiplayer maps included those levels at all. The only multiplayer maps the zombies from Cold War has is Outbreak and Onslaught, which Onslaught is purposely supposed to have that, and Outbreak is the multiplayer battle royale little fire base mode, which are completely optional modes that do not separate the round base. You can still play round base by itself without Outbreak. You don't need one for the other. So it's still a wrong statement, and I get where he's going with it, but the maps literally aren't that bad enough to be like, oh, these maps are awful. I still enjoy playing them.
You could bring in loadouts from the main menu and start with guns on round 1. The map...
This is one of those things where it's like, Fortnite's bad because you can build in the game when it has zero build. You know, a mode where you don't have to build and no one else has to build. A mode built for players who do not like building but are good, skilled at other stuff that isn't building. That's the whole point of loadouts. You could start with a weapon of any sort, a melee weapon to a rocket launcher to a pistol. If you don't start with a pistol, that is your fault. Because why is this even a topic to shit on when you can customize your own experience? Like Black Ops 4 had hard difficulties. If you're like, oh, this game's too easy, why are you not playing on hard mode? That's not the game's fault. It gives you a difficult task. If you're not going to play it the difficult mode, why are you complaining that it's not difficult if you're just playing normal? There's no reason to complain about it.
On round 1, the maps were all handheld guided Easter eggs. There was nothing to discover for yourself.
I just want to say the statement's wrong. In fact, in Outbreak and in the 4 multiplayer maps, as far as I know, Outbreak doesn't have an Easter egg. They do not tell you or guide you to the Easter egg. At most, they will guide you to Pack-a-Punch, and that is it. The only thing they guide you in the game is not guide you, but when your mini-map, because you can't just click and check the map, you can go and it will show you nearby stuff, whether that be the box, whether that be a perk machine, whether that be a gun on the wall. It tells you to inform you about your surroundings, in which it doesn't like ruin the game at all or make it easy. It just reminds you, hey, I'm right here. And I've been playing Cold War since release, and I remember where all the perk locations are, and I don't use the minimap as of now. You know why? Because the maps aren't that insane to be remembering. I don't even struggle on old maps. Like, having a guide there is good for newcomers. But I guess we don't want new Zombies fans either now all of a sudden.
The zombies had health bars. It's way too easy. I could go on and on about problems.
I would like to hear about the problems you can go on and on about, because everything you've chosen seems that it can be easily shitted on by anybody. A 5-year-old can be like, isn't that optional? Like, it literally, none of your points. Health bars on zombies? Okay, I'm gonna make a statement here because it's more of a bias thing. Health bars do not make zombies easier by like any means. Even for bosses, if you've actually played Cold War and you've done high rounds, you know, actually played the game, I think it's, hi kitty, it is actually so much more worse, because when you're playing zombies, you're just shooting the thing like, oh, this is taking forever to kill, and you're not really thinking about it because you're just killing it. In this game, where you're fighting a Megaton on round 56 and you're shooting it and you're like, that is doing nothing, and you're like, wow, I have a tier 3 gun, it's legendary, I have whatever perks on me, I have all of them, and I'm still barely doing the bare minimum to it. That is more scary than it is to just kill a zombie waiting for it to die. Because at least I know that I'm doing something over feeling like I'm doing nothing. I think Cold War is more scarier, personally. Health bars do not make it more easier, besides being more aware that, oh, I just need to knife the guy, maybe. But that's for basic zombies, bro. If we're talking about bosses, it's scary as hell.
Seems like Black Ops 6 is bringing back Gobblegum, which is good, but
Okay, I'm very lost. This guy's been complaining that Cold War is so easy and there's no talent needed for Cold War, but then he's like, oh, but Gobblegums are coming, and that's really good. It's called glazing. He's glazing Black Ops 3 because of Gobblegums. In which, just like a loadout weapon, you don't have to choose a Gobblegum if you want it to be like a basic normal zombies playthrough. In which you can do it for any other thing that's optional, like potions, Gobblegums, talismans. All of them are optional, and you don't have to choose them. But next thing we're going to know is that when Black Ops 6 come out, and it's like, in 3 months, he's going to be like, oh, Black Ops 6 is so mid. They have Gobblegums, and that, like, people use them, and it ruins the game because, even though I'm not using them, it ruins the game because, like, I don't know what you could argue against that. Anything that doesn't sound invalid. Like, how can you fight against that? I know he's not actually fighting against that. I'm making up in a scenario, but everything he's made a fight against, but he's glazing Gobblegums when he's shitting on loadouts. Like, dude, they do the same thing. They both give you benefits, and you don't have to use them if you don't want to.
But besides that, it seems like they intend on making it just like Cold War, as this is an extension of the storyline. Basically meaning that we're looking at another forgettable zombies here.
Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, Cold War is not a forgettable zombies. It's literally one of the most popular zombies, especially since it's new gen. It's 10 times more popular than most of anything else. Cold War is so popular, in fact, that I think most people would say it's in its top 5. If it's not in top 5 for you, it's just called glazing. Like I said, it's glazing any other game. But I'll tell you, forgettable zombies, Vanguard and MW3. Unless if you were playing and grinding the shit out of it, you're not remembering what. I don't remember anything about Vanguard at all besides the first spawn arena map, and then MW3 I remember because it's the most recent. In the next like year and a half, I don't remember about it because it's so ass. It's just garbage. But a forgettable map is those ones. I think Advanced Warfare is more recognizable than MW3 and Vanguard, in which I think anybody can agree that MW3 and Vanguard had the worst zombies like ever.
You guys probably think I'm just hating to hate, but come on, look at the map from the zoom out they do. It's another military base for the 5th time in a row as a zombies map. I would endure all the shitty features that Cold War gave us if it meant them actually making the map special again. We had movie theaters, abandoned famous prisons, fucking castles, and now everyone's okay with a multiplayer mission as the map, a glorified campaign mission. Zombies will never survive at this rate.
His main complaint is that it's a military map, and I get that it feels like we have a lot of military maps, but not counting Advanced Warfare, World at War, or Infinity War, because I don't remember. Anything that looks like a military map, to me, is up here on the tier list, in which there's only 8 maps, and 3 of those are remastered maps. There's 2 Shinonuma ones, and then there's 1 Derice one, which is the giant from Black Ops 3, in which that sums up to 5 if I counted correctly, which is insane to even, like, consider that he's saying that there's, like, so many. Out of the 65 fucking maps there are, you're bitching about another military map, and the map from the trailer looks fucking sick as shit. I don't give a fuck. And just to let you know, Derice is, like, one of the most fan-favorite starter maps. I got all, like, most of my friends who play zombies now into it by Derice, and it's their favorite map till this day. And then there's people who love Shinonuma because it's so popular for being like a good, like, it was like one of the first zombies maps, and it was just good because it wasn't something intense or insane, and that it was somewhat easy to do high rounds on it, last time I remember. But those are popular maps, and there's probably some more military maps that I'm not counting that are still unique and different and popular. Just because it's the same theme doesn't make it bad, unless if it's the same kind of vibe. But a lot of it is just him yapping about stuff that is customizable and optional. That's like saying, oh, my HUD sucks and this game gets -5 points because of the HUD. yo, you know Black Ops 6 has customizable HUD, right? That's your fault. Like, I don't know what this guy's going to bitch about in Black Ops 6 unless if he's going to glaze Black Ops 6 because of something. But Black Ops 6 looks good. I think everyone's going to enjoy it in the end. Liberty Falls looks fun even though it's a remaster of a multiplayer map, which I'm disappointed in, but I'm not going to shit on it because it's not out yet. And there's not, like, I liked Cold War and they had remastered campaign levels. So who says that the multiplayer maps are going to be ass? This guy is literally just saying shit that doesn't matter, honestly.